what you mean. Breaking through glass cages inside of me. Surfing and swimming in a never-ending sea. Finding missing puzzles to keep. Crack the cracking for everyone to sleep. Illusions walking and living like zombies. Allowing people to play with my mind like chess piece. Stole the key to my psyche. Now for years I just wanna hide me. Deflowered and free. Initiations with time. Welcome. What up, though? This your girl. Let me hear back with another reading. This is going to be for the Venus and Taurus transit for Aquarius energy. This is for anywhere you have Aquarius in your chart. If you want a personal love reading, you can book that from the description box below using the link tree. In person or virtual is available. So yes, welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. Don't leave without doing that. It allows the channel to grow and expand, so I definitely appreciate that. Leave a comment below if this video has resonated and how it's resonated for you. So Taurus actually squares Aquarius energy. In Aquarius, you are going through a Saturn transit, retrograde at the moment, but Saturn is here in your sign and is starting to build to a square with Venus, which is just passing over the North Node right now. So we already know exactly the direction as a people we should be heading into when it comes to love, money, relationships of all kinds. And with Saturn being in Aquarius, we've been distancing ourselves from the vibrations that we don't gel with anymore and moving it more deeply into, what our knowledge, our scientific knowledge from a spiritual level, what is pushing us to go into and exploring that instead. So with the square is that you are being challenged. We're all being challenged to not only find a way to rebuild society so we can all have a general way of tolerating differences, especially when it comes to love and relationships and money, but we're also rebuilding a society right now that is not discriminating against people who have more or less of a dollar or physical possessions. And Aquarius is all about, protecting and living for the underdog energy. And Taurus is an energy that is outright, comfortable with what it already has because it appreciates itself and it knows its worth. So it's not going to hold back just because someone else feels like it should. And herein lies the challenge, because we're trying to balance both of these energies together so that everybody wins and no man gets left behind. So you may be very much in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to moving forward with something that is specifically your responsibility to do, and ruffling feathers in other relationships because it's going to take you out of your element and you're looking for support to help you carry that out. That could definitely be in conflict with how other people feel about their morality or their values or their money, their way of living life that makes them comfortable. Okay, so let's get into it. And Pluto will be coming into your sign very soon, so any and everything that's keeping people at a distance due to false religion, false racism and all that fake shit, all of that's about to come down. So now's the best time to prepare for that and get your biases out of the way, because it's gonna hinder you more than help you moving forward. Okay. All right, so let's chop it up here. So aqua energy, what are you attracting? Okay, we went through all of that. We got the same as Capricorn here, Jupiter and Taurus. Okay, and I shuffled this off camera and on camera and split the deck, and we still got this. So apparently it's meant to be here. So you could be working with someone who has that Capricorn energy in their chart. Okay, what are you desiring? Okay, more earth here, Mars in Virgo. Okay, so you're attracting someone who's growing in status, or you could be growing status and attracting a lot of people who wants a part of that, as well as you're desiring someone who has a keen eye, who have a smart eye or artistic eye when it comes to expressing themselves, or cutting things out of their life that don't belong. You desire someone who's very critical and constructive at the same time, being very sure of themselves, but also aware enough to go along with the changes. They're not stubborn. Okay, you may be attracting a lot of stubborn energy because you are a fixed sign, but you desire someone who is mutable. You desire someone who is able to go with the flow, and you have to find it in yourself as a very intelligent energy to see how you can also go with the flow as well, and not be too stubborn, not being fixated on the type of ideals you have about life and how it should go. Because again, this Taurus energy is challenging you to bend a little. Okay, so your shadow work here, same as Libra, achievement. So you could be dealing with someone who has a Capricorn and Libra placement. At the bottom we have Moon and Scorpio power. Okay. I do see this as like a issue with money and material possessions. You got all earth right here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and then the sharing of resources, Scorpio here at the bottom with power. So I feel like you're in the middle of a power struggle with someone where you're trying to hold a title. You might be arguing or fighting with someone over a title that you want to have in your life, and you might feel like you're the best person for the job, or you may find, or they may be criticizing you and feel like you don't deserve this title that's been given to you, or that you inherited because of some type of work, job, career, money, material possessions, because that's what Capricorn represents. It represents what you do in the physical world, in the 3D world. That's what it rules. So if you've had issues with being financially stable, securing, holding a job, things of that nature, if you have issues with that, this person or this previous relationship that you've had in the past, it's a carbon copy of what you grew up around, number one. Number two, the fact that it was a carbon copy and you replayed it out is because karmically you're meant to justify the situation, right? So with this power struggle that you may be having subconsciously with another person, you may be carrying it on in a new relationship where there may be a power struggle where you want something to be one way, but this person is giving you all the reasons why it shouldn't be this way, because you will be basically replaying out the same situation you just left. And just like Virgo and Libra as well, just throw away the physical shit for once and see what is left over. You may be criticizing yourself about previous relationship that you had because you may have found something that was really good or something that was pretty stable, but you may be pointing out all the type of flaws that this person may have, or that you may even have with yourself, and why you feel like the achievement of having something stable will never work. And or this person could be doing this to you, and it's just an illusion. Okay, someone subconsciously, it could be like somebody doing spell work as well with this Moon and Scorpio. And it can be like, you know, some societal bullshit. That's the real spell. Movies, music, TV shows, social media, they're playing on your everybody's really insecurity about, you know, sharing resources. Everybody is having this argument on social media about it being, it's supposed to be 50-50. You know, you don't need a man, men and women are supposed to work together. Like all these types of scenarios of what a relationship or a bond is supposed to be, but you're the person that creates that yourself. So if you're overly critical about what you think someone's status or their title should be and what comes with that, and you're not allowing them to make the decision to choose who they want to be on their own, what are you achieving here? What is the ultimate achievement you're trying to make in this relationship, or with money as well? because you may be looking to, you know, have a lot of money in your life. You want to work with people who can also get you there, but you're so critical of the things that you desire that you end up not achieving them in the first place, because for some reason you haven't detached from what someone else think your achievements in life should be. And that's what has power over you. That's what has a spell casted over you, over your third eye. And it's time to remove that, especially with this new moon and Cancer coming up. You want to definitely rid yourself of any psychic attacks by being more defensive, being more aggressive about the things that you want to manifest in your life, and clearing out all that emotional baggage that came from someone else that has nothing to do with you. And that'll help balance out your need to achieve, because you may be working so hard to create a relationship or some type of dynamic with this person that you have something special with, but all the criticisms of why it's not right and how it should be this and how it should be that, you're losing it. Okay, so let's look at what love messages we have here. It could be vice versa. It could be one or both. And it doesn't have to be a person. This could be you, how you feel about the work that you're doing. If you create music, like, you know it's something good, but then you criticize it all the way down to its nothingness, so now you don't feel like it was good in the first place when it was actually powerful enough to stir people's mind, create a whole new dialogue in society, open a whole new door to how deep psychology can actually go for you or your community. Stop, you know, sucking the life out of things by being so critical. Okay, so let's see, Aqua. It's like you know so much but because of so much that you know, it kind of dulls it or takes away the meaning, for real. I'm not ready to give my all to you and only you. Yeah, that might be the criticism when it comes to this. You may want this status, but the criticism that you're receiving is that that person is not ready to play this position in your life, so you feel like you're not successful when it comes to love because you're not getting what you want. And it's like you are getting what you want, it's just not going the way that you want it to. So you have to release that power struggle that you got going on. I have learned so much. I can now be the person you need me to be. Period. Will you let go of trying to be in control? You'll get what you want. Pretty much. Just the love power struggle. Okay. And that's the message I have for you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this message found you very well. And until next time, peace.